7 arrested Vancouver police clear Black Lives Matter protesters off viaducts. All right, let's see what this is about. It says several anti-racism protesters have been arrested after refusing to leave the Vancouver viaducts. The group had been blocking the Georgia and Dunsmuir routes into downtown Vancouver since Saturday before the peaceful demonstration was broken up by the police this morning by Jennifer Palma. Okay, and this says, Vancouver police moved in Monday morning to clear protesters off the Georgia and Dunsmuir viaducts. More than 90 people were asked to leave, and police confirmed they arrested 7 who refused to do so. That's being stubborn, but, I personally think that they have a right to refuse to cooperate. I'll explain that later. For the most part, protesters were cooperative with VPD officers, also known as the Vancouver Police Department, this morning, and cleared the roadway when asked. Sergeant Aaron Road, excuse me, with the VPD said in a statement, the arrests were made after protesters ignored multiple requests and warnings from the police. And then here it says, police are requesting charges of mischief and intimidation by blocking a highway against the people who were arrested. Who could even do all this? Come on. The viaducts were shut down Saturday after a group of demonstrators were supporting the Black Lives Matter movement that have occupied them. Police moved in around 6 a.m. Monday to clear the group and reopen the major thoroughfares. The viaduct reopened around 9 a.m. 9 a.m. So as you can see here, this is what it would look like. So here's Main Street, and you can see there's BC Stadium, yeah, and this bridge is blocked off by all the protests, all the Black Lives Matter protests. Then it says here, city crews were following police, clearing up any debris left behind and washing messages off the road. Okay. Then the protesters marched up Main Street, chanting, "Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter," something like that. And then they were saying, heading towards the Crab Park. Then they stopped for a while at Main Street and East Cordova Street and blocked that intersection. Then the crowd told Global News that they are protesting in solidarity with the homeless people at Crab Park, who were supposed to vacate this weekend following a court injunction. But the campers were still there on Monday morning. Okay, I'll show you right there. Wow, so it's basically still the same. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, we are reclaiming the Dunsmuir and Georgia viaduct to honor the BLM and community that once thrived in these exact streets. And then the protesters said on the social media, while commemorating commemorating the lives of Black LGBTQS plus folks in Canada and the world lost to anti-blackness and police brutality. And then breaking more shots from Goal BC Chopper 1 over the top of a demonstration. So this is what it looks like. Then there is the clear up. Demonstrators were also calling better recognition of Hogan's Alley, the historically black neighborhood in Vancouver that was demolished to make a way for the construction of the viaducts in the early 1970s. Oh, so this is old-fashioned stuff right here. Yeah. In a statement Monday, the city of Vancouver said it recognized the right to free speech and peaceful protests, and they know the recent protests are in part a response to their historic inaction on a number of issues. Individual, structural, and and systemic racism has had a disproportionate impacts on the Black and African diaspora communities in Vancouver and the city, as well as other governments, public entities, and society, have not done enough to address these impacts, which has compounded the understandable hurt, frustration, and historic and ongoing harms experienced by these communications. And then lastly, it says the city said it is working on a number of equity initiatives to address racism in Vancouver and will be sharing details of the next steps this week. The first step will be to invite people from the Black and African diaspora communities to a town hall in the coming weeks. And that's all I need to say about this for the Black Lives Matter news as of today.